February 3rd, 2025. I'm glad I got that right because I've been having a hard time realizing it's 2025. So I'm here a little early, waiting for some people to hop on maybe. I will get things ready here, and we are going to go take a trip around my local mall here, and it is called the Mill Creek Mall. And I'll give you some statistics and some views of the place, and we're going to question why this mall is truly thriving, and it is. Mill Creek Mall has been rated the number 3 mall in America, and there are 1,150 malls currently in operation. By 2032, it is estimated that that number can go down as low as only 150 malls. We're going to delve into why that is and what it is that's causing it and why this mall in particular is thriving. And you'll see just about every place is loaded here. And we're going to find out why. We're going to see why all these stores are open, how well they're doing. And for those of you who aren't in America who are going to watch, you can jump on and see some of the different places that we offer to shop at here in America. And even compare some prices, okay? So I'm going to turn this around. I know I'm a little early. I will watch the chat. Hopefully, I won't miss any questions in the chat. But if I do, please bear with me. I'm trying to drive a motor vehicle here. Not really a motor vehicle, not a car. They don't let cars in our malls. But I am trying to drive my scooter, not kill anybody. And luckily, it's nice and empty because it's a weekday here. So with that being said, let me turn this around and let's let you see the Mill Creek Mall while we talk about its beginnings. All right. So there we go, guys. I am sitting actually, if you can see, Boscov's. So this is one of our main entryways down this way. Boscov's is a store that's kind of a higher end discount and lots kind of store. I love it. It's always got some really neat things and some great prices. So some facts about the Mill Creek Mall. I am going to turn on my thing. I have a pad with me that I'm going to use to let us see some of the pictures too. So hopefully this will come out pretty good. So this is the exterior of the mall in 2014. Now it's kind of hard to really tell what the mall looks like from that, but my favorite is, I love when I put this down, it just goes ahead and locks up on me. So, okay, let's get this here one more time. So, Mill Creek Mall was actually built in 1975. Okay, now that's a pretty decent time that it's been here. So technically it is celebrating would that be its 50th year here? I think so. That makes sense. And you know, my little tablet here is doing whatever it wants. And I'm not sure why. If any of you are ever thinking of buying a Google or a Kindle tablet, don't do it. I'll just say it now. Okay, as you look around the mall here. Okay, so the complex, Mill Creek Mall, actually Opened November 9th, 1975, by a Youngstown, Ohio-based company called the Cafaro, Cafaro company. Now, we don't have tax on clothes here, clothing or food items. And so it made it a fairly smart idea and extremely popular idea for people both in Ohio and New York to see or to come here and do things like buy clothing. I am having a difficult time once again with this stupid thing loading. All right, so the Mill Creek Mall is actually one level, although there are a few stores, including, I believe, Boscov's, that do have 2 floors. Where Sears used to be, that has 2 floors. So a lot of the larger, what they call anchor stores, do have a 2nd floor, but overall the mall is 1 floor, and it covers 3.4 miles. I'm sorry. Actually, it says it's 3.4 miles from the center of downtown. And the nice part of it is right off of one of our main interstates that goes north and south, which is Interstate 79. So it makes it easy for shoppers to get here. We are within driving distance, an hour and a half to 2 hours tops, of Buffalo, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. And while you would think those places would all want to shop locally, that's not necessarily the truth. A lot of times, I want to see if I can see my the feed here. I cannot. So I cannot see the chat. I'm just going to keep going. So the fact of the matter is, when it was built in 1975, they were hoping to attract people from Cleveland or Ohio and New York, basically because of the tax purposes. So as we move along here, I'll give you a few other things. But one of the first things I want to point out, and you can see by the picture that I have for the thumbnail, that there is we shall call it an urban legend in Erie. Okay, now the urban legend, there is an overhead shot of the mall. And what does that look like to you? Pretty much a gun, am I right? Okay, you keep that in mind. The mall is shaped like a gun. So we have about 165 stores. We've got 5 anchor tenants, and the total floor area of just the mall itself is 2,200 square feet. We also have a number of what I call outposts or out shops. They're outer strips with stores. And these stores, they vary, all kinds of stores that you can find out there on the outside of the store, and a lot of them operate independently, hour-wise also. So you'll see here we have some of your regular average stores that you would have in any mall. This right here, Heritage, is a local winery, and they sell some of their local wines, and I will attest to the fact that their wines, if you can see here, they've got an almonderia, a blackberry, a blueberry, a cranberry, a dark cherry wine, Dutch apple, elderberry, a Kerr, orange blossom peach, rum royal, raspberries, a sangria, strawberry, and winter pear. That's just the top line, okay? Now, this second row has one of my favorites.
Attention mall shoppers, there was found cell phone. If you're missing your cell phone, you can come up to the customer service booth.
Okay, they just announced there was a phone missing. And surprise, or believe it or not, you know, like most people will turn them in here. It's the one thing that I do like about Erie. So on the second shelf here are two of my absolute favorites. The very first on the far left end is the Concord, and that comes from the Concord grapes that are grown here locally in the Erie area. There's the Fredonia, which is actually a town, a little city in New York. Half and half, Delilah Rose, a pink Catawba, and one of my favorites, Isabella. That is my best friend's granddaughter's name, her oldest granddaughter, Bella. So when she was actually born, I bought her mom and dad a bottle of, they used to call it Bella, I believe. But if not, either way, I bought a bottle of Bella wine for her. There's a Steel City Red. If you know anything about the area, we are well known for, in the Pittsburgh area, our steel company, U.S. Steel. There's a Heritage Red, a Pinot Noir, a Merlot, a Cabernet Sauvignon, and then we go down to a bunch of other ones too. Johnny's Jack, Peach Punch. The very, very tall bottle that you see there towards the middle, that is a dessert or an ice wine. And that is actually made with grapes that are frozen. So they wait until our first freeze, and then they have to get them all out very quickly and make their batch. This fun little section here looks like some different, oh yeah, these are all bubbly, some bubbly wines. We've got a bubbling Catawba, a bubbling Niagara. Again, that is made with the Niagara grapes. And the Niagara grapes are so sweet. I swear to you, drinking the Concord or the Niagara are like drinking a glass of grape juice, only with the alcohol in it. Peach fuzz, plum crazy, strawberry fizz, and very berry, blackberry. So, and again, this is a local winery. It is not made there. That is just a store for selling. So here are some of the places that we have here. Now, as I was saying, there's 1,150 malls in America right now. This mall, this particular mall, has ranked as the number 3 mall in America. And you might ask, why? I know I did. I'm not a mall person. I'm going to be honest. Here's some, I don't know, this is a common thing at malls. I personally think it's icky. I would never use one. But you can put your money in and sit down and get a full massage. It looks like, I can't see the cost there. $1 for 2 minutes, $2 for 4, or $5 for 10. I don't want to sit in the chair that somebody else has been using. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Okay. Rose and Remington, obviously a ladies' clothing store. We've got some names, some stores that are a little different than some malls, but we've also have a lot of your typical mall stores anywhere in America. You're going to find them. Here's one, Windsor. It looks like a little higher end ladies wear. These little sections here that you'll see throughout the middle, these are called kiosks. And the kiosks, generally speaking, are specialty areas, and it's of course much less expensive to rent a kiosk to put your store in than it is, of course, an entire store. Plus, your overhead costs are going to be a lot different too. So it's often a nice way for a smaller business to get into the mall. There's an Eddie Bauer store. An Ari or Aerie. Okay, it's Ariel. Always real and forever. Again, it looks like mostly ladies' clothing. American Eagle, one of my kids' favorite stores. We're just that kind of people. We tend to be more down to earth. So I just passed one. I should come back here. I do not know what it is, and but we'll see it when I come back up the other side. So I'm staying on this store, and this here is called Hibbett Sports. Okay, and obviously it's got a bunch of sports things, team wear, athletic wear, things like that. This here is called The Ultimate Gift. Now, I have not seen this. And let me tell you, I do have a confession that I have not been to the mall in quite a long time. And I am probably one of the reasons why many malls are closing. I just don't do the mall shopping. However, with statistics saying that from 1,150 malls that are open today, they truly believe that by 2032, we will be down to about 150 malls. Now, there's different reasons that have been associated with that. Some of it, without question, the age old, and I think we're going to be using it for a reason, for a lot of things for quite a long time, is also, the COVID. COVID happened, it closed. Things were closed for quite a long time, and thereby a lot of the stores took a big hit. And even if you were a larger store,
I'm sorry, ma'am. Are you recording?
I'm doing a live feed for, I've got a group on Facebook.
Yeah.
So from all over the world, and I'm showing them our number 3 in the country mall.
Yeah.
And I don't get people. I'm very good at making sure I don't get any people in it, but trying to explain why our mall is taking off and doing so good, thriving so well, versus all of the malls that are being left abandoned and closed. Yeah. So
taking pictures and recording in the mall is illegal.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not realize that. I didn't see anything posted anywhere or anything like that. Okay.
Please.
Yep. I shall say goodbye to them then. I apologize, sir. I did not know that.
Okay.
And that's too bad, because I really, with it being so thriving, we were going to have a discussion on why this mall has thrived, and I have my things. I know you can't do a thing about it. You don't write the rules.
No,
But-
what I'm saying is, I don't know. It shocks me too. Most malls
No.
are on the.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, and this is my true belief. I believe where we're located between Ohio and New York makes it so those people come here because of the tax situation. We don't have taxes here.
Yeah.
And then along with that, I haven't been up here for years.
Uh-huh.
So this is the first that I came up here just to do this. And I was doing this, I'm seeing all these really brand new stores, brand new places, and even adventures. Yes, and construction going on. So we're updating. This mall is thriving because it's continued to, I was just saying that this Sierra is a place that is, I didn't know what it was. And I was looking, is that an outlet? Or
No,
is it a
no.
regular store?
It's a regular store.
Okay, all right. And it's mostly outdoor clothing and things?
There's a wide variety. You can get windshield wiper brushes in there.
Oh my gosh, so it's a little bit of everything, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything.
Okay, let me say goodbye to my people. And I'm so sad to see that because of,
Very pleasant.
yeah. Yeah, thank you. And I do apologize. I didn't see it listed anywhere, and I looked on the website to make sure. And I even have a friend who works up here, asked him if he knew if there was any issue about recording up here, as long as I don't. And I do. I stay up high. I don't get faces.
Yeah, I've seen
I know that. So,
I know
but
that.
no, that's fine. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, guys, I don't know if you heard, but the security people just came into me, and unfortunately, I'm not sure why, but yeah, I know, Neil. No matter what I do, I just somehow don't have the luck, do I? But as I'm going here, I wanted to give some more statistics to people. Uh, this mall is thriving wonderfully. And the funny part is, they have things here that I just didn't ever think of. They have got an area called Five Wits, WITS. And there are three different rooms that you can access and go through those rooms and try to find things. And I mean, nothing is like, it's not a lockdown room or anything like that. It costs $29. I think a little steep, but then again, I mean, it's entertainment for the winter. And in the wintertime, it is so wonderful. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to stick this in my in my cart, and I'm going to just try to go along with it. I will not talk a lot, and then maybe, just maybe, we can, let me see how that does. Maybe I can still see or get this is in Erie, Pennsylvania, Neil. It's actually technically Mill Creek, Millcreek, and that is actually the name of the mall also. So, I'm going to go along, and I just won't say anything. I'll just make it like, oh, I thought I turned it off. Or I'll say, oh, it is turned off. It's just it hasn't shut itself down. So I'll try to, I'm going to break the law, you guys. I think it's kind of ridiculous that they won't let you record. I get it if it's, you're trying to record certain people. One of the funny things, the shape of the mall being in the shape of a pistol, a gun. They say it's because it's owned by the mafia, and mafia is very big here, and they claim that it points to Buffalo. And this gentleman is up here, so I don't want him to see my my camera. So I'm just going to buzz by real quick. I'm going to go around this way so he won't see the back of it, where you can see that I'm recording. So most of the stores here are common stores. There's nothing uncommon for most American malls. However, I will say that we do have some that are very, very much so geared towards entertainment, which is something that a lot of malls were not doing. So these malls are closing left and right. So I see a lot of areas here that we have a lot of beauty shops, beauty salons, a lot of big name things. Now we've got the promenade here with JCPenney's. We got Bath and Body Works here. I want to go this way because I'm actually going to lunch with my hubby. But I want you to see this one entertainment area. And this particular area is so much fun. Okay. So ahead of me, let me see if I can get this to go forward here. So this is a jumping area. So you get in there. Oh, this is so cool. So what do you do here? You strap in and then you jump out and you're like on a bungee and you just jump up and it keeps you from falling on your head, huh? It looks like it's a lot of fun. May I ask what that costs? What's the price?
4 minutes for 15, 6 minutes for 20.
Okay, 4 minutes for 15, 6 minutes for 20. Okay, oh, that's pretty cool. Thank you. And this here where we're going to go in is the Five Wits place that I told you about. And you see they're really interesting. And again, this is one of the reasons I believe this mall has thrived while others have not. I want to pull this a little more forward. So each area, you've got 3 adventures that you can choose. It's $29 a person. This one adventure is an Egyptian archaeology adventure. The other adventures are a medieval adventure. And then one that, an espionage adventure. Okay. And an espionage adventure. I would yell that I'm not really allowed to be recording, so I'm not. So I'm ending really quick. But I was telling people about this. This is so cool. And this is one of the reasons why the Mill Creek Mall has thrived. All these malls all around us. The largest mall in America is called the Mall of Americas. It has filed for bankruptcy. It is running right now under bankruptcy. Another one of the malls, and it could be that one, actually has an area in it that is like all based on Nickelodeon things with rides and things, but there's nobody on them. So it's people don't want to go and spend time at an amusement park, but they want entertainment. So, and especially up here when we get, today is a balmy day. Today it's 40, I think it's 46 degrees out. It's like we could almost all throw our swimsuits on, right? 46 degrees Fahrenheit. So for all of you Europeans that are watching, because I giggle at that, I am really bad at going over to Celsius. Used to be able to do it well. But, we've had like over 80 inches of snow. And so that's all melting right now. So it's a mess and it's icky. You can't do anything outside. This is like the place to come. I absolutely love this. And you can, yes, I believe you're right, Neil. Mall of America is in Minnesota. And again, you would think because of the weather, people would choose to do a mall versus whatever. But no, of course, the other thing that comes into hand is so many people choosing to buy online. And I don't know about you, but I really like to go touch and feel and see most of the products that I get. And especially if you're buying clothes. I mean, one size 5 is another size 8, and one size 16 is another size 22. It just doesn't matter. Even in the same store, you could end up with 3 different sizes you need. So, and that's another thing. Like when you do this stuff, ordering it online, you get a lot of crap. You get a lot of stuff that isn't well made. When you come into a store, you get to see it, touch it, feel it, try it on, and know if you really like it. So, and even at that, even if you just grab it off the rack, go home and try it on, you can bring it back, so it's not, but this is why I think that our mall is actually doing very well. And it was ranked number 3. They did a thing not that long ago in 2024. They ranked all of the malls that are left. And they said that the Erie Mill Creek Mall is number 3. And that is pretty good out of 1,150 malls in the country. So I would say that's pretty darn good. Something to be proud of for sure. So I'm going to keep going a little bit down here. I don't see my little Mr. Policeman, who was very nice to me. So thank you for your help, hon. You too. And there's that trampoline thing. So see, you bring your kids here. You can shop. You can do your stuff. there's all kinds of stuff. Now, this here is called Round One, very loud. Hi, Lynn. I'm sadly having to end this quicker than I thought. So you see here in Round One, it's a game place. Play all kinds of games, nice and loud. And you play all kinds of games. And they have an upstairs and a downstairs. Unfortunately, I was told as I got through just the first corridor that it's illegal to video, record, or take pictures in the mall. Not sure about that. I don't know. Wasn't going to argue with a little old man who's just doing his job. So I decided what I'll do is leave this run as I kind of go on down. We have a guitar center, and right here, guys, is where I am going to end. It is called Primanti Brothers. This is one of the Primantis. They are from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They are known for the Pittsburgh sandwich, and how that all began is they were I have my husband coming. Thank you. The sandwiches that they make, they were on what they call the Strip, which is a very busy area for the trucks to load and unload. And what they were doing was they would get these guys coming in and they'd want a sandwich, but they're starving. They're these big burly men. How can we do this? So one day, one of the brothers looked at him and said, I'll tell you what, hold on. He came out, he made him a steak sandwich with all the fixins, along with coleslaw and French fries, slapped it all together, squished it between two big thick slices of Italian bread, and voila, the Primanti sandwich was born. It has taken off a lot of places. Yeah, I know, Neil. You know what is so stupid about it is that, like, it's an open place, and they have listed on the door here their social media: Facebook, Mill Creek Mall, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. So here I am trying to do something for YouTube, and they're more worried that I don't know, I'm taking the plans away from them. I'm not sure. I am going to go outside real quick, and I'll show you what one of our outparts are looking. Would you open this for me, hon? Because my husband's sitting there moving his hands up and down, but this young man's going to open the door for me. And I'm just going to pop out so you guys can see. I'm not videoing, if you're asking. I just got yelled at and told it's illegal. I'm like, okay, thanks. So I had to do that. So this guy's up on the outside part. I don't know if you can see it that well. It's hard to see outside. But you see that this is just one of the strips, okay? And this one strip, and then it literally goes from the strips to all the way down. And you see those are hotels. There's 2 hotels, another big store At Home. I think they are still open. And then there's another strip down here. Actually, one of them down there, that is a school, ETI. It's an Erie Technology, and does a lot of things. We've got some up this way. We've got some stores outside. They are those are restaurants. We've got a couple different ones of those. I mean, it is without question one of the most thriving malls that you are ever going to find, and it's kept up so very well. It's a Monday morning, so it's not nearly as full as it could be, but this tiny little area that we park at here, this isn't used as one of the major areas that you go in. So it's not one of the anchor store areas or anything like that, Neil. They do have, I think, 5 or 6 anchor stores, and those stores are J.C. Penney, Boscov's, and a couple of other ones. I can't think of what it is. Hold on one second here. I have it on here. So the anchor store, Boscov's, opened in 2017. Bon-Ton is actually, they closed their location. Macy's used to be here. I believe they pulled out too. So we did run through some stores that closed. But at the outside of the mall, they call them the Mill Creek Mall Pavilion. Okay. And it has stores like Ross Dress for Less, Home Goods, Michael's Arts and Crafts, Five Below, Rally House, Carter's, Ulta Beauty, a vertical jump park, which is right in that area that you see across. Let's see if I can focus in or go in a little bit. Doesn't look like it's going to let me do it, but yeah, the jump park is over there. They also have an all seasons flea market that, well, they used to have the all seasons flea market, but that's now the at home store. There is a church that's here. It's called Elevated. So they, I mean, there's quite a bit. Now, they moved into the old cinema, and that used to be a nice cheap, I think it was $1 store or $1 cinema, and they'd get some of the older things. We have a Sonic drive-in on the outer lots. I'm trying to think of Aunt somebody's, I can't remember, not Millie's, but we've got an Outback, just all kinds of great things. We've got a David's Bridal, which is, I believe, a national store. But it's now, I think it's kind of slowly going more and more local. But it has stayed here, a Cold Stone Creamery. So, and one last thing. Yes, I brought my own scooter. I have my own scooter. I'm very blessed. My husband, we have a friend who built a ramp so we could put it in and out of our car, which our car is actually right there in front of me. But one last quick thing to tell you guys that is pretty cool about this mall. So on the popular children's television show Arthur, they have a mall in it called the Elmwood City Mall, and it is actually based on the Mill Creek Mall. So that being said, although things look like they may be bad or not what we want, there's no question that malls are very quickly declining. And as I said, they expect going from 1,150 malls that are currently open down to, by 2032, as few as maybe 150. I honestly think that our mall may survive. It may not, but I hope it does. It also gives a lot to the term shop local. Even if it is a national store, you want to remember it is keeping local people employed. It's keeping local taxes here. So, with that being said, guys, I am out here in my balmy 46-degree weather here. I don't know, do you see those piles there? Those have melted down so much. We've had 80 inches of snow, maybe even over at this point. So, and we had rain yesterday, I think it was. And then today, balmy 46, and by this afternoon, it's supposed to get down to about 16 degrees, so a temperature drop of 30 degrees. So, yeah, it's pretty cold in here. And that's another reason why, you know what, going to a mall is one of the best things. And now this mall has so much going for it. So many things for entertainment. Although we don't have a cinema here, it's just up the road. So many places to eat, so many places from every level. The lower, more inexpensive stores like Five Below. I don't know if we have a Dollar Tree up here. Isn't that funny? That's something I never really thought about. I don't think we have a dollar store up here. Not that it matters, it's the same junk anyway. But we have Five Below, and everything in there is $5 and below. But now it's $5 and below, but mostly up, but not by much. We've got stores in here that you can go in and spend thousands of dollars on a dress. We do have clientele that will utilize the mall and go into those type of places. We've got restaurants that you can come in. As I said, I'm going in to have lunch with hubby, and we're going to have a Primanti sandwich. Each of the sandwiches are right around $10 to $12. By the time we're done, I just drink water. I think hubby drinks water. We probably will have a bill of around $45, $47. And it's so much food. Let me tell you, one of the sandwiches, I get it cut in half and I eat it for 2 days. So it's fantastic. So we have restaurants of every level too. So, you can come here and you can go whole high end, or you can just go for a nice, we've got a McDonald's. There's just about everything. Ice cream places, and one of our other really big discount places. I don't know if they're real popular all over. I do know they're throughout America, but I'm not sure where. But is our Ollie's Discount, Ollies, and they have tons of stuff. So you guys remember, even though we broke the law today, we were together, okay? The gentleman was very nice. He was an elderly man. He was small security, very kind about telling me that I was not allowed to record inside there. And I get it. That's what they tell him. And that's what they do. I'm not going to argue. I did look before I came. I looked up all, online. I looked as I entered. There is nothing that says you may not video, tape, record, take pictures, all of the things that he said that I wasn't allowed to do. But evidently someone told him that, so he asked me to, and I had no problem with that. I understand. I don't make a living with this, but remember, a lot of our guides do. So please be kind to them. And if you really would like to throw me a couple of bucks, hold on to it. Pick one of our guides that we have that's coming up and send it to them, okay? Love you guys. And remember, tomorrow is not a promise. So grab today and let's make memories. Bye-bye.